Last week, the Minister of Federal Capital Territory and former governor of Rivers State and leader of the G5 governors, the people that led the opposition against the PDP after the primary election, held a meeting with stakeholders and some that included some members of National Assembly, some officials of the party, and over 10 chairmen of state chairmen of the PDP to discuss the fate of the PDP. Now, since the meeting took place, people have been wondering whether what happened that day was the final nail on the head of the PDP, the coffin of the PDP, or that the PDP will have a new lease of life. Shortly after, the senator representing Kogi West from Kogi West, Senator Dino Melaye, dressed in an outfit that had the appearance of a new political party. Does that mean that the PDP is over, or there's still a chance for the PDP? With me to discuss this tonight is Gbenga Giwa, a journalist, sports commentator, a mathematician, and a political activist. He was a member of the Situation Room of the Goodluck Jonathan campaign organization and also worked as a senior management staff with the Neighbor to Neighbor, the group that helped President Goodluck Jonathan to win the 2011 elections. Gbenga Giwa, you are welcome.
Thanks for having me, Honorable.
Now, let's speak. Does PDP still have a chance? Or it's over for PDP?
Well, it's in between. I will not say it's over for PDP, and I will not say the coast is clear, because right now there is an issue of who controls, and unfortunately, I will say that PDP hierarchy or the PDP as a party is the one digging its own grave, kind of. Because in the situation we have right now, there shouldn't be any issue. The main issue that is crippling the PDP for now is the issue of who is the substantive national secretary. And this issue has been trashed by the Supreme Court ruling that Anyanwu is the national secretary. And the fact that some people refuse to abide by this ruling is making the PDP situation very, very dicey. And that is why you have so many people, or not prominent people, leaving PDP, like the governors. The governor of Delta State and the governor of Akwa Ibom State. And what the reason the other Akwa Ibom governor did was that if he wants to run for election now, who will sign his form as a candidate to INEC? Nobody can answer that question truthfully in PDP now. And why I say PDP is also digging its same grave is that they will set up committees, but they don't follow the recommendation of the committee. A month ago, when this crisis was also came up, PDP said, okay, let us have a 3-man committee to go to INEC and verify who actually is the substantive national secretary that INEC recognizes. The 3-man committee, were 3 governors. Governor Philip of Adamawa, Governor Makinde of Oyo State, and Governor Ndeya of Enugu State. And Governor Ndeya has been the one of the people championing the Okoye as the national secretary, or as the acting national secretary. They went to INEC. INEC confirmed that Sam Anyanwu is the substantive secretary they recognize. And they came back and gave a report to PDP. And yet, they are saying, the PDP is saying, no, it's not Anyanwu. So, the crisis is self-inflicted. The way I say it.
Okay, they say that those that the gods want to destroy, they first make mad. The fact that you are saying this means that the PDP officials themselves are not ready to allow PDP to leave.
Yes, because even in the NWC, we have how do I put it? We have two or three camps. There's one camp that is following FCT Minister Wike, led by Sam Anyanwu, and possibly even the acting chairman. We have another one that is loyal to Atiku, led by the national the spokesman, Debo. And we have another one by the legal advisor there to Saraki. So there are so many things that is happening in PDP. There's no unity. And when you have a house that is divided against itself, there's a problem. But as I said, it's not the end of the road for PDP. If they have not set up a committee by Saraki to have a consultation, if they can allow this committee to have a say and come back and give a recommendation and follow it, I think in that situation the PDP can come up. But if they don't, well, as a former governor of Benue State said, that's Suswan, said that the PDP is in the ICU, whether it can be for that or not depends on the kind of element, at least the kind of spread that is given. So that can only happen if they allow committees recommendation that is they are given, exercise their right and come back and give them this is what we have done and let us follow it. So if anybody wants to show power that this is it, then you have a problem.
Yeah, but even if they do that, I want to put it to you that it's unlikely that that will solve the problem. Because coming from Benue to is former Governor Samuel Ortom, who was the national auditor of the PDP, he has already declared support for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's 2027 election. So even if the other group in PDP agree they are going to make Samanyao the national secretary. Will this change the positions that Samuel Ortom and other people have taken that they are supporting President Bola Ahmed Tinubu?
Well, Honorable, you are a politician, and you know that 24 hours is a long time in politics. Right for now, Samuel Ortom have said that he's supporting President Bola Tinubu for 2027. But between now and 2027 is over almost 2 years now to that election, and anything can still change. What needs to change is the attitude of our leaders in PDP. That is justice. The attitude of this idea that they should forget that they are not in power right now. They keep thinking that they are still in power, or this is still 2011 or 20 to 2015, where impunity and all this imposition can have a way. You are in your position. You need to bring everybody together. If there's a disagreement, you don't need to do it the way of as if they are the winning party. That is the problem. If Otom is saying that, what for even Governor Wike, I mean Mr. Wike is doing that, what effort have they made to see that you don't let these people go? When the governors were leaving, who among the people in our leaders in PDP, who among them called these governors and look, oh, my people, why are you behaving like this? Eh? Is it because of having this sort of this thing will figure out? But they don't. They say, let them go, let them go. Now they've gone. Who is losing? Season is not losing. So these are the issues. The PDP should stop behaving as if it's still in power and start this impunity attitude. What is it? Former Governor Ortom saying that they're supporting President Tinubu does not mean that it's cast in stone. These are politicians. Anything can still happen between now and that time. That's the way I say it.
Yeah, but before we run off, there's also this issue. You also have a large number of people that are already working for coalition. They want to leave the PDP. So by the time in the next few months, when you have the people in coalition leave the PDP to do their coalition, and you have those that have declared support for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu go on to support President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the party will cease to exist.
I don't think the party will die. You know, that is the issue I've been stressing. The issue when you have issues like this, when men gather, there are bound to be disagreements. Doesn't mean that that will be the end of your coming together. Yes, there are problems arising from the 2023 elections, and I thought that former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, being the leader of the party, should have used his aura to bring everybody around and sit down and say, gentlemen, we've had issues in 2023. Let us forget this and how do we move forward? His own solution to such problem is to move back and form coalition. That is that I don't think is kind of a good leadership. The same thing happened in 2019 when he lost the election. Instead of staying around and rallying around people, he went away to Dubai, and that left the vacuum for people like Wike to assume leadership of the party. So now that the solution to them is coalition, well, let us see what happens. But I don't think that that will be the end of PDP. That is my personal belief. Whatever happens, this is a very strong party. It's not just, yes, very key people are leaving. But then, people that will remain will try and salvage whatever the rest of the party. I don't think it will be the end of PDP, despite the coalition or whatever.
So, finally, in your opinion, what steps do you think can be taken to redeem the PDP at this stage? Because in the next few months, people will start printing posters to seek for positions. And if INEC recognizes Senator Samuel Anyao as the national secretary, and he's not the one signing letters, it just simply means that anyone contesting election under PDP is wasting his time.
Of course, and that is why the meeting called by Minister FCT, Nyesom Wike, 2 3 days ago, is very germane. He has given a guide on what we should do. One is for PDP to fully recognize Sam Anyanwu as the national secretary. And my question is this: why is it what is the problem in recognizing Sam Anyanwu when the Supreme Court has said he's the one? And besides that, this NWC has only 6 months maximum to finish his tenure. By December, this NWC will go. They will not be in charge of a new election. What is the problem in having these people stay till that time? That's number one. Number two is that we get advice that the PDP should throw the presidential candidate to the south, which I think is the only thing to do, and some other recommendations. And if these are given consideration by the PDP, I think that would be a way forward for people to back to service.
All right. In the last few minutes, we've been speaking to Gbenga Giwa, a journalist, political analyst, and an author. He's written several books on Nigeria's politics, especially the election processes. Thank you very much for coming to our show.
Thank you for having me, Honorable. I appreciate it.